Top of the
Mm-hmm.
morning, world. Top of the morning. It's your boy OG Big Sam in the building, aka Mr. White, and my big homie Mucho Grande in the building. It's Mad Monday with
Yes,
the
sir.
OGs. You know what I'm saying? We gonna, do our normalest. Give this defense some love and its flowers. Talk about this game. We had the rookie debut of Do-Rag Shouted, aka Michael Penix Jr. Um, we're gonna get into that. Uh, shed a little bit of light, what I'm saying, and talk about the reality of his performance on yesterday. But for most part, we're gonna, give the defense all this love and talk about this momentum. Uh, say what's happening, Mucho, to the people as they wake up this morning.
What's happening? What's happening? Hope y'all got y'all coffee, got y'all some good breakfast. If you haven't yet, go on and get to it. Get your day started.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
good
yeah,
week, good Monday.
yeah. Yeah, I want to open up, give my morning thoughts, what I'm saying? First off, just leading off, you know what I mean? Um, you know, a lot of people, up this morning, trying to throw shade on the win, and whatnot. But, like I stated on Twitter, had we lost this game, it'd be football Armageddon going on in the city. Had we lost this game, especially with Tampa losing last night. So all that, saying trying to be
Let's go
dismissive
Dallas.
of the win and whatnot because who the team was and what it was. Okay, it is what it is. We beat a team on yesterday that we were supposed to beat, and we beat them how we were supposed to beat them.
Facts. That right there.
You know,
We
because had we
supposed to.
lost, what I'm saying, the internet would have got broke. you know. So we gotta, as a fan, you gotta pick which side of the fence you're gonna be on instead of, sitting up and waiting to have something negative to say, what I'm saying, or dismiss it. We cannot ever enjoy a win. We cannot ever celebrate a win. And why is that? I really truly believe this fan base is not ready for success. Just not ready for success. That's my own personal opinion, having seen this fan base since I was 13 years old. Okay. It just not ready for success. We can't celebrate a win. We can't appreciate a win. You know what I'm saying? We got to break the win down like it's a loss.
Is it
You
because they used to sitting on the edge of their seats?
y'all complained all during the years when we was having those close wins. Oh, I don't think you think just put nobody away. Well, yesterday we put a team away. We opened up a can of whoop ass. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And now it wasn't impressive to beat the Giants. And had we lost, but I digress. Um, you know, but we're gonna, move along with life. You know what I'm saying? MC Durag shouted debut. Um, a lot of people were hyped, at deservedly so. But when they're getting inside the numbers, getting inside of the game, and watching when it all boils down to it, what I'm saying, Penix, he managed the game very well, didn't make too many mistakes, which is all you want from your quarterback. Um, Now that there was some instances where he looked like a seasoned pro. His going through, in his stance, going through progression, his feet work, you know, and whatnot, and it gives good reason, good oversight to looking forward. All right, if he's able to do this, you know what I'm saying. It's be interesting to see how he's going to maturate. You know what I'm saying, going forward. You know,
Hmm.
um, there's plenty of light at the end of that particular tunnel. Offensively speaking, you saw good body language. You saw aggression. You saw decisiveness. You know what I mean? You were good. In doing, for the most part, calling the right plays, making the right choices. you know what I'm saying, and keeping the game in hand. You know, Mucho, you know what I'm saying, you watched the game like yesterday. On what did you see? You know what I'm saying, from Penix that may have been a good note.
Well, I had to bring out the do rag myself yesterday, so I had my do rag on. Went and kicked it at a little bar and sat down and watched the game. Um, yeah, Penix look Penix looked great out out there. I didn't really see too much difference in the play calling. Some a little bit different, but not much. Um, he looked comfortable. He looked very comfortable out there. He was able to move around in the pocket a bit. Um, a few more play actions that were successful. He able to roll out and stuff like that. Sadly, he couldn't get no touchdown this game, but it's cool. It's cool. He did what he needed to do. He managed the game, and yeah, he looked good.
Yeah,
So I'm just ready to see this kid grow and what else he can do.
yeah. Um,
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting going forward. Everything was in its perspective lane, if you will. Him, I think he was what 26 or 32 or something to that 37. I think he threw a lot of passes. Um, but there were a lot of drops as well. But
that too. Yep. That's Pitts,
you know,
but that's another story.
yeah. But you know, like Matt Mike was saying yesterday on the post game show, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to because he's left handed and the ball has a different
Another
spin.
spin.
Yeah,
Yep, yep.
spin coming out of a lefty's hand. I mean, but as you get more rhythm, get more time, get more reps, what I'm saying, with it, the receivers are gonna, be able to make their, mechanical adjustments, what I'm saying, to those thrown balls. um,
They need to do it soon. They are pros.
yeah,
So,
yeah, and you're right. If the ball touches your hand, you should catch it. That's been the age old saying, you know,
but I
and I'm
get
not
it.
remember. Um,
Hmm.
you know, but for the most part, I mean, just keeping it 100. Um, Not saying he didn't do well, just saying he did the basics,
Hmm.
and he stayed within himself. There was plenty of composure. He looked like a seasoned leader out there. He, commanded the offense. He made good choices. He may have made one or two bad throws, but you're gonna have that, from a
And a
quarterback,
rookie.
you know, in front of the pocket. And yes, he managed to fight. His pocket presence was wonderful. You
Yes.
can't knock that. His pocket presence was wonderful. You know,
Poise.
you know what I'm saying? Good zip on the ball. Like I said, he was composed all game. You know, and that's all you can ask from your quarterback. Minimize the mistakes, or don't put the ball in turnover type situations. And for the most part, he did that. Um, we can debate on the Kyle Pitts throw whether it was a good decision to throw the pass or not. Um, like I said, me personally, I think the ball is in your hands. You should catch it. And then I'm gonna leave that at that on that play.
Nobody really blaming Penix for that.
No,
Nobody really blaming. If it was Kirk, people would have blamed Kirk for that. But
yeah,
and I
yeah,
like to see. I saw Kirk on the sideline with his helmet on most of the game. He looked like he was ready to get back in there. But yeah, instead of seeing him sitting down on the bench and like just looking like he not caring. He pretty much looked like he was ready to get back in there.
Yeah,
I was.
he was engaged on the sideline. There were a few times where Penix got back to the bench and he was pointing some things out, you know what I'm saying, to him on the pad and
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, on the jumbotron. You know, he was over there being a good teammate. You know what I mean? You know, Dirty Kurt has always been a team first guy. You know,
I don't know if he would have came in for garbage time though. I was thinking like, oh, would they put him in for garbage time? He may not even want to go in for that.
yeah, they weren't gonna do that like that. I mean, they let the young man play it all the way out. You
Hmm.
which was good. Um, uh, good morning, Mr. Knight. Hey, Auntie. You know,
Good morning,
um,
y'all.
was it live in the building? You know what I'm saying, on yesterday?
Oh yeah, how was the atmosphere up in
Yeah,
there?
yeah,
That I would like to know
yeah.
for sure.
Um, yeah. I would like to speak on uh, Bijon, Bijon's play on yesterday, which was, you know, um, outstanding. Um, he ran hard. Um, his presence and was felt in that game.
Two
Um,
touchdowns.
yeah, two touchdowns on the run in the pass game. You know what I'm saying, and picking up the blitz when necessary.
Oh
His
yeah.
maturation as a running back is astounding. you know, um, it's pretty very much astounding the way it's going with him at the what I'm saying, at this point, what I'm saying, in his game, you know, um, he's probably gonna. He matter of fact, I saw he's about to break William Andrews' record for most yards from scrimmage, total yards from scrimmage, um, which is I think a 30, 34-year-old record. Matter of fact,
Mm.
he's on pace to break William Andrews' record for most yards from scrimmage by running back. Um, yeah, he put plenty of mustard on that thing yesterday. You know,
Think he
but
could get that before the year over with, right?
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Two more games is plenty enough. The way he's going, I mean, what I'm saying, three. I think about need about I think four, a little over 400 yards total to bust it, and I think he gonna easily get that. You know, like I said, we beat a team that we were supposed to beat, and we beat them how we were supposed to beat them. You know, you can't overstate that enough, given the gravity of the situation, especially with you know, the Cowboys doing their job last night. They had one job and they did it. So right now, as it stands, all we have to do is handle our business going forward in these last two games, and we got the division and we in the playoff. There's nothing nobody else can do.
It's crazy. Two more games left in the
Yep,
regular season.
yep, yep. Yeah.
And time
Aunt-
flies.
Auntie said, excitement when I saw on the video in Ben's Kurt was praying with Penix. That tells me that the QB room is close and tight. You know what I'm saying, to get along with. Yes, 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 and you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right on that. You know, um, you know, and let's see, the good, the bad, and the Falcons. Um, the good, I would say the defense on a whole. Um, the bad, I would say the number of drops, you know what I'm saying? Uh, the Falcons um, would be the win. That would be my assessment on that. What about you, Mucho? Oh shit.
My bad. I had fell out. What's the last thing you said?
And I was the good, the bad, and the Falcons. The good would be the defense. The bad would be the number of drops, and the Falcons would be the win. You know what I'm saying? How would you go down that list?
Uh, Pretty much the same. I mean, the good was the defense. I say, I mean, defense do win games, but I feel like to me, the defense kind of stood out more. So the defense, the bad, yeah. I say a couple of missed tackles on top of some drop balls. It was not really too much to complain about like that, but the drop balls and a few missed tackles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Um,
and yeah, you said the good, the bad, and the ugly. I don't.
I said the good, the bad, and the Falcons.
Oh, and the Falcons. Yeah, the dub,
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
the dub taking
Yep,
care of business.
yeah. And with that, we get an honorable mention. Shout out to the O line. Um, you know they you didn't even hear Brian Burns' name get called on yesterday.
Nope, I
You
forgot
didn't,
he was on the field.
yeah, you didn't even hear. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the O line as well. Um, you know, getting down. You know to you know watching and seeing the defensive momentum coming at the right time. The defense, it's called a groove. Getting sacks and turnovers here, like I said, over the last 5 weeks, and
Hey,
they call it, catch a good a good stride, um, and at the right time, at the right time. You know, it makes it, when you have games, like the defense had on yesterday, especially, what I'm saying, for the young man, what I'm saying, on the other side of the ball, what I'm saying, debuting and, having not having to really be pressed, what I'm saying, if you will. The defense, kept putting the ball in his hand, kept putting the ball in his hand, kept putting the ball in his hand. It was easy for him to get rhythm, get comfortable, get settled in, what I'm saying, without being pressed and into making, a multitude of mistakes. You know,
mhm.
um, the defense, tone setting play, creating turnovers, getting sacks, getting off the field 6 8% of the time on defense, on third down. They, again, putting the ball in the young man's hands. Uh, again, the defense is, leading this team, and keeping, keeping that, physical, aggressive, what I'm saying, momentum is what you want, especially when you're trying to make a playoff push and get into the dance. What you think, Mojo?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Um, de like I was saying, defense did their thing. Um, lead from the past few weeks up to now, getting turnovers. And yeah, getting the turnovers and stopping the runs and just playing sound and solid defense.
Yep. Yeah.
Jesse Bates did his thing. No, he should have had two, but
Yeah.
we'll take that one.
Yeah,
with the pick
yeah,
six. So
yeah. Speaking of which, like I said, you know what I'm saying, two pick sixes, you know what I'm saying, three
two,
turnovers, three sacks, and getting off the field on third down, 62
14
defensive
points
time.
from the defense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's that's what you want from your defense. Causing havoc, creating havoc. You know what I'm saying? Giving. They gave Drew Lock fits. Um, Judon with the, what I'm saying, knockdown
Oh
pass,
yeah,
the
you down
gathering,
too.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, for the pick six. Yes, JB should have had two. That one he missed in the red zone, but he made up for it, came back and got it, you know.
Hmm.
Uh, Evan Keddy was on his game on yesterday as well. Malone and Street and them in the run game. Caden Ellis
I
did
didn't
his
see
thing as
Street.
well.
Yeah, I didn't see Street yesterday.
Yeah, he was in there. He was
It
in there.
was
Yeah, he was in there. He was in there.
okay.
Trying to, plugging in, helping push the pocket. Um, we created three turnovers. We had three sacks as well.
And the fumble recovery, I think.
And yeah, uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? The two pick sixes and the forced fumble by Kate Nellis, you know, um, like I said, you really can't ask too much more than what you got from the defense on
How
yesterday.
many sacks did we have? Do you know?
How many sacks?
Yeah,
Three.
we had 3 sacks. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, three. Um, it's like I said, it was Jimmy Lake did his thing with the coverages, with the pressure, with the personnel. Um, and like I said, the defense was getting off the field. They kept putting the ball in the Penix's hands, in the offensive hands, which allowed them to, get some rhythm and allow Penix to get comfortable. It was great complimentary football on yesterday.
Yes, sir. Oh, and another thing, shout out to Drake London, man. He was a
Yeah,
dog out there
he
yesterday. I like to see it.
he was in
Yeah,
beast mode. He was in beast
he was
mode.
in beast mode. Yes,
He was a straight goon
yeah.
out there.
I ain't, I haven't seen that out of him much. I like the aggressive.
Yeah, he's
I like to
always like
see
that,
that.
Rick. He's always like that.
I don't know.
You know.
It seemed like Penix just lit another fuse under his butt. Yeah, out there slinging folks, slapping folks aside the head after the play.
Hmm. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was trying to get that work.
Hmm.
He was trying to get that work. You know. Um. And look, this what we doing. This how we gonna do it, and ain't nobody gonna stop. We on this mission. You know. Um. But the defense. What I'm saying, that output on yesterday, which was, hey, it set the tone. You know, it was a momentum changing, uh, with some momentum changing plays when needed. Um, Jesse and graded them. The veteran leaders. What I'm saying, led the way. What I'm saying, and kept everybody in tune, engaged. You know what I mean. What I'm saying, everybody was in focus. And we got the job done. Again, it clearly stated we beat a team we were supposed to beat, and we beat them how we were supposed to beat them. You know, it's just that it comes down to that right now.
And I ain't hear Malik Neighbors' name at all after that first quarter.
Yeah.
They took him out of there.
Uh huh. Mm hmm. Yep. Yep. That it. What I'm saying, that we was physical with him. um, the coverage was aggressive and strategic. Um, he really was no. We made him, 0 on 0 as far as impact.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so hey, it the strategy was to eliminate him as a weapon, and it worked out that way. You know, yeah, yeah, you're right, Auntie. Drake don't discriminate. He don't discriminate. He don't discriminate. You know, um, yeah, we the table defensively is set. You know what I'm saying, for the rest of the, what I'm saying, for these upcoming 2 games. Um, Next Sunday night, um, all eyes on us in Washington. Uh, to take on a playoff team. We can not only help ourselves, but put a dent in a little bit into their playoff standing, if you will. Um, and now it's recognized. You know, we have we have something to the mission to play for playoffs,
Yeah,
the playoff spot, divisional crown, or a playoff run. All we got to do is handle our business. We keep handling our business, especially on defense, the way we are. You know, that's all we can ask for. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, with I mean, we did something uh that hadn't been done on this team in a couple of decades. A couple of
yeah.
decades. You know what I'm saying? Even two pick sixes,
Two
two pick sixes in the game.
and one in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, two pick sixes in the game. Shoot. Yeah, and we treated Drew Lock, you know what I'm saying, like like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We like a deer in the headlights. You can't ask for too much more, than what that defense did. And I keep saying that over and over. I mean, but it can never be overstated. What this defense did on yesterday in its output, and to keep putting the offense and Penix in the position that we were. Shoot, I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? It cannot be overstated. It just can't. They did their thing, you know. Um, shoot, and at this point, the defensive reality right now with the momentum, and rhythm that the defense is caught on, right now. Uh, I think you. I mean, I don't know. Let me see a good example. The 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 '07 Giants.
Hmm.
They that defense caught fire late in the season. You know what I'm saying? And they lost the game at the end of the season that gravitated more momentum for them against them Patriots. And I remember Strahan said, if we see them again, we'll beat them. And they went on that playoff run, led by that defense. Not saying that we, what I'm saying, we're gonna go all the way to the dance, but when you look at a situation like this, like ours, the way this defense has been playing, you're getting sacks, creating turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Taking away the opposing one of the opposing team's best option. You know, it, it,
Hmm.
you have to, you really have to look at it for what it really is. You know what I'm saying? And as being, what I'm saying, the offensive phase, that's all you can ask for your defense to do. Just keep putting the ball in your hands, you know what I'm saying, and us eating clock. in putting up points. You know, even though yes, the defense was accounted for 14 of those points. Yes, yes it was. Um, you know, uh, but like I said, the defense played great complementary football in putting the offense in situations for positive results. What you want to add, Mucho?
Yeah, I feel like I feel like the offense helped the defense put the game away. I feel like I feel like
Yeah,
feel like the defense
yeah, you can say that.
where didn't the defense score the first touchdown?
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
yeah, I feel like we could have. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know if I would like to see it like that. A win is a win, though. But we could have won the game with just the defensive scores. But that's why I say I feel like the offense helped the defense um finish out this game.
yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, the
yeah,
defense created the momentum. The offense came out and
that right there.
it
Yep.
did it what it was supposed to do. Move, move the sticks, move the chains. Um, ran the ball effectively. It was good balanced play calling. Um, you know, and I said, coming into this game, I didn't expect Zach Robinson to change what he's been calling all season. You know, um,
Hmm.
and you have a fresh set of capable legs back there. You know what I'm saying? A young arm and a brand new pair of eyes. You know what I'm saying? It was easy to work with. It was what I'm saying, it was easy to work with. We were able to run the ball, run play action. You know what I'm saying? Get screens. You know, get the ball was coming out. The ball was coming out. It was coming out quick.
Yep. Rapidly.
It was coming out quick. And like I said, a lot of that, was due to the fact that the defense putting the ball in the offense's hands, getting off the
Hmm.
field on third down.
Hmm.
You know,
Giving
um,
them multiple opportunities.
yep,
It's
yep,
almost like rebound.
yep. I mean, we made the Giants punt what 6 times.
We only had two, I think. 2 punts.
Yeah, we are. You know what I'm saying? We only punted twice, but
Right.
the defense made the Giants punt the ball 6 times. Um,
Hmm.
with their possessions. What's good, William Amy? Um, you know, and which, like I said, which allowed Penix to get comfortable, get in a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Get in the flow of the game to be effectively decisive. You know, um, and that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? In all three phases. One to complement the other. You know what I'm saying? Um, shoot, it I think like I said, as far as Penix goes, in this particular aspect, no, it wasn't a blown away game. You know, what I'm saying statistically for him, but 200 plus yards. You know what I'm saying? Um, he, he was charged with the turnover, but you know, that was what it was. Yes, we would have
Hmm.
liked to see him get a passing touchdown or a touchdown period, but he guided the offense. He managed the offense very well. He managed the game very well, uh,
Hmm.
and that's all you ask. You know, um, that's all you ask from your quarterback. To minimize mistakes, move the chains. Get us in position to score, in which he did that. You know, um, and I think for all the fantasy players, if you will, out there, you ought to probably get your gravy, you know what I'm saying, going forward. I mean, his maturation as you watch that game on yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You could see it's there with his composure. You could see it there. You know what I'm saying? With his pocket presence. You know what I'm saying? You could see it there. You know, in his decisiveness. So yeah, I mean, you know, I think everything's gonna be all right. You know, going forward. Um, and getting ready for the Washington Commanders on next Sunday night. Uh, it's gonna be interesting, you know, the defense with the momentum that they have, saying with their play going into that building and putting hands on Jaden Daniels, uh, and you know, you know, it's gonna we the stage is set, the plate is there. All we got to do is go eat. You know, um, it eh, yeah, I know everybody is on the what I'm saying slap cow pits upside the head. You know what I'm saying soapbox this morning. Um, but when you recognize and go, what I'm saying in the game within the game, you know, um, you could you would be able to see it, even though he not getting all the targets, like that y'all would like for him to have. You have to understand, Kyle Pitts is the one player on that offense that gets a lot of attention. The Giants were, you know, they had on coverage and was covering over the top. There was sometimes saying in some instances where there was three defensive players you know shading him attention, and which was left a lot of one-on-ones in other situations, and Penix were able to get the ball into our playmakers' hands, Mooney and Bijon and Drake. He did a great job, doing that.
Ray
You,
Ray.
you know what I'm saying? So you can applaud that aspect. But for the most part, that young man managed the game. He took what the defense gave him. He didn't do anything extra. Um, you would you would appreciate you could appreciate the fact both times he went to run, he literally had his eyes downfield until he was like, all right, I got to run this. You know what I'm saying? And the guy made a shoestring tackle, because otherwise it would have been about a 10-yard gain on that one where he got caught just past the line of scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? And he knows how to slide. You know, um, so it's you got some light, what I'm saying, at the end of the tunnel, what I'm saying, that you can see with him, and you when you go back and you watch that game, what I'm saying, the film don't lie. Um, from a composure standpoint, from decisive, from pocket presence, what I'm saying, making good decisions, and commanding the offense, commanding the huddle. You saw pretty much everything you needed to see from a quarterback perspective. Let me say that one more again. You saw everything you need to see from a quarterback perspective. Not nobody out there trying to, do a bad Barry Sanders impression, and look like mad video game. From a quarterback perspective, you saw everything you needed to see from Penny. Managing that game, limiting, all, any mistakes, moving the chains, getting the ball out, what I'm saying? And that's all you want to ask from your quarterback, playing quarterback,
Hmm.
you know. Um, um, you know, yeah, you know, I, he it is a sad mindset. You know, we can we can define, what I'm saying, what Kyle Pitts' job is in big bold black and white letters, and people are still gonna have their nonchalant displacement of what they think his job is supposed to be.
Right. His
You know
job is
what I'm saying?
different from the last regime.
I just pointed out. Okay, when you go back and you watch that game, watch, what I'm saying, in his route running, he's taking a safety and a corner, and then sometimes a safety corner and a linebacker with him. That's why Drake was open the way he was open. That's why Mooney was open the way he was open one on one. That's why Bijon, what I'm saying, was out in space. Okay, what I'm saying, without, yeah, he had to drop that turned into a pick. Okay, but but he's still doing his job by taking coverage with him, which allows the other guys to be open. But these armchair geniuses who want to be coaches, they can't seem to see the forest for the trees. Have this mindset. So you can lead them to the water. It's up to them to drink, and in most cases they don't want to drink. So it is what it is right now. It is what it is. Um,
Yeah, and this a whole different regime. This regime didn't draft Kyle Pitts. Maybe they didn't have that type of plan for their tight end. The last
mhm.
regime did. Like, so we don't know what their job is for him like that. And to me, he's doing good for most tight ends.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, he don't have mind blowing stats or anything like that, but I think they're using him how they want to use him, not how we want to use him, but how they want to use him. And
You think about
I
it
don't
on,
know.
yep. Because if you look at it on yesterday, you go back and look at it when they every time they lined him up on the outside at the X when his routes, he took the safety, a corner, and like I said, in some cases a safety, a corner, and a linebacker with him. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? I mean, yes, he is doing his job. He is. And if you understand the game within the game, you know that. But see, y'all fantasy GMs out here, what I'm saying, whining about the stats, you know, instead of understanding, what I'm saying, the game as it is, as it were, and as it always will be, want to sit here and say he ain't doing this. Okay, all right.
It's because yeah his stats and like that. All these high expectations, him being the number was he drafted number four pick
Yeah.
and stuff
Mhm.
like that. And yeah, we see he's not a Brock Bowers. He's not none of that. He may have the potential to get there, just maybe not with this team. Just saying.
What's good, Georgia, Texas boy? What's happening? You know, um, I mean, people got you have to understand, especially in route concepts, in what some routes are meant to do. You know, um, when you're double and in most sometimes triple covered, you know, um, other people are going to be open. Now, if we were trying to force feed Penix and it turning which would end up into us ended up in a lot of second and tens, third and tens because we're trying to force feed this guy and a lot of times trying to force me which causes turnovers. Then y'all be hollering about, well, why we keep trying to force feed him and he covered it. You damn you do and you damn you don't.
And it's also because his drop led to a turnover. when Drake dropped the ball. Also, I think it was Ray Ray or Mooney
Right, right. Yeah,
dropped the
Ray had the
ball.
first drop, and on that first possession, Dre had a key drop that would have extended, what I'm saying, that drive. I
You
think
know
we
what I'm
had
saying?
a total of like six, seven drops.
Yeah.
Um, you
His
know,
wasn't the only one. Just the fact that he is led to an interception in
yep,
the red zone.
yep.
And everybody wanted to see Penix get that touchdown.
Mm-hmm. And Mr. Knight, that right there, with this pickle fan base, that right there, yeah. Mm-hmm. They wanted that foolishness, you know. But
Hmm.
shoot. I mean, look, we got the dub. You know what I'm saying? Like I said again, we beat a team we were supposed to beat, and we beat them how we were supposed to beat them. Okay, you know, those out there with the notion that you weren't impressed because it was the Giants, yeah, and I say, think about something though. With that mindset, had we lost that game, with Tampa losing as well, had we lost that game, hmm, yeah, what y'all tone would be, hmm, yeah, that part,
The
that
way it
part.
sounds, the tone would have been the same. Same
Mm-hmm.
complaints, same same talking
we we
points.
we couldn't beat a 2-win team. Yeah, we ain't trying to make the playoffs and all this, that, and the third. But we beat that 2-win team like we were supposed to beat that 2-win team.
But you got people like they ain't good enough. Oh, that was a two-win team.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't do nothing. Yes, we did. We handled business. Like you said, beat them how we supposed to beat them.
Yep, that right there. That right there. You beat the teams you're supposed to beat handily, handily. You know what I'm saying? Um, from a defensive, standpoint, they led the way on it. Um, the offense did what they supposed to do. Minimize mistakes, move the chains, 8 clock, put points up, you know what I'm saying? Um, it, it yeah, and they gonna do that. They're gonna complain no matter what. We win, it wasn't a good enough win because you didn't win the way you're supposed to win. You know what I'm saying? We beat a team by 27 points.
Yep.
We beat the team by 27 points that we were supposed to beat. You know what I mean? It's mighty funny. Early in the season when we was playing those close, and getting those close wins, folks were complaining about games being close, and if we blow a team out, it's not impressive. It was the Giants. Had, had, had we lost, it'd have been football Armageddon. But we didn't lose. We won handily.
It's crazy how your favorite team, KC, don't really have any impressive wins this year, but I don't hear nobody complaining like their fans complaining about how they been winning.
You're right. They got 15 wins. They got 15 wins.
A majority of them hasn't been impressive.
And most of them, I mean, man, they won a game. You know what I'm saying? Blocking the field goal.
Yeah. I
They
mean,
won a game. You know what I'm saying? Making a defensive knockdown. They won another game on a sack. Uh, they won a game. You know what I'm saying? On a late pick. You know. They won a game. You know what I'm saying? On a 4th and 1,
this is why
getting the
defense
first
wins
down.
games.
But yet, we over here. you know what I'm saying, classifying wins. As long as you get the win, it don't matter how you damn win.
or who is against.
You know what I'm saying? If special teams, you know what I'm saying, gets the win, it's a damn win. Defense, you know what I'm saying, get, we win the game on defensive play. It's still a win. It's still a win. You know what I mean? We beat a team on yesterday that we were supposed to beat, and we beat them how we were supposed to beat them.
Hey, OG, and I want to go down a few records real quick.
Yeah.
So from 2017, we have not been over 7 games. 2018, we were set 79. 19, we were 79.
Mm-hmm.
20, 4 and 12. 21, 7 and 10. 22, 7 and 10.
Uh-huh.
23, 7 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
We are 8 and 7 now. We broke the curse.
Yeah.
And we don't need to stop here. We need to keep the train going and finish out these wins. We don't need to really be like, okay, we just made it. So okay, we good. We we won 8 games. We need to keep the train going.
Yeah.
We broke the curse. So yeah, let's
Like I said, the table is set. All we got to do is pull up a chair and eat. The table is set right now as it stands. The way with Dallas beating the Bucks last night, all we have to do is win in Washington, come home and, and beat the Panthers. We got the division and a home playoff berth.
this my last day giving them I'm gonna call them the Cowboys now. Tomorrow they're back to the Cowgirls. So yeah, I I will still give them their props for being out of the playoffs and still playing hard football. It was a good game last night.
Yep. Yep. It most definitely
Appreciate
was.
that. They helped us out a lot.
Yep. Yep. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The Cowboys had one job. They did their job. You know what I'm saying? And now all we got to do is handle our business these last two games. No
Finished.
matter what anybody else does, we win, we're in, and division champs. Period. Point blank. What up, Ghost Peppers? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the team reality right there. You know, and it's a great situation. You know what I'm saying, to be in. It's a
Yep.
good situation to be in. You know what I'm saying? We handle our business going forward with the last two games. It is it that's where we want to be.
Is next week game? It's a Sunday game.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sunday night.
Cause I heard him saying something about moving it to Monday or something or whatever,
Now
something like that.
it was a Sunday afternoon game, but they pushed it on back to make it. You know what I'm saying? The Sunday night game.
Oh, it's a Sunday night game. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we got another almost pr- premiere or prime time game a little bit.
Yep. Yep. And,
Okay.
and yep. Shout out to Judon. You know what I'm saying? His first career interception it was in a, you know what I'm saying, it turned into a touchdown.
That's his first career touchdown too.
Yeah. His first
Okay.
career
Cause I ain't,
interception and first ever touchdown after
okay.
129 games.
Yeah.
And he had a
Yeah, I
sack.
thought so.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought so. Cause I didn't know if he had a fumble for a touchdown before or anything. But yeah, I was like, I think this is first touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Auntie said her son-in-law, is big Bucks fan, and daughter was the Cowboys fan. They
Wow.
was at the Dallas Tampa game. The fan base is ready to. Fire their head coach. Yeah, yeah, it ain't looking good for Ty Bowles down there. it ain't looking it ain't looking good for Ty Bowles down there. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Lose to the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. King Richard, what's happening, man? What's good? Thanks for joining. Checking out the show. Once the players get used to the Penix throws, we gonna be, yeah, that was something that I said earlier in the show. You know what I'm saying? Him being a lefty, saying the ball has a different spin on it, and once the guys are, it adjusted, what I'm saying, with the timing and rhythm and all that, everything's gonna be good and fine. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I mean, it's a slight adjustment period, but what I'm saying, going forward with with the zip on the throws he has, and putting it, some of the he threw some of the throws where he threw some guys open, you know what I mean? Uh, but look, the future looks familiarly, what I'm saying, good going forward as a quarterback with Penix. So it's something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Going forward, and it was a good start. You know what I'm saying, in his debut. Like I said, it wasn't from a lot of people are going to be now. You know what I'm saying, trying to make a big deal about the stats, and whatnot. But he managed the game. You know, he minimized mistakes. He had full command of the offense. His pocket presence was phenomenal. Um, he made decisive throws, um, and he was poised. There was a couple of plays where you saw him look off the safety, what I'm saying, to have an open throw. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff you see seasoned veterans do. You saw from this kid, in this game. You know, you know, and yeah, and yeah, that's gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying, when
Hmm.
those guys get back into the fold. And six man, you're right. You cannot script this movie any other way. You just can't. The way it's set now, the way the plot is sticking right now. You know what I'm saying? We got to go up into Chocolate City, and put hands on Jaden Daniels and Dan Quinn. You know what I'm saying? On Sunday night, yeah, exercise a few, you know, uh, Quinn, demon, and come home and put the kiddies to rest. You know what I'm saying? To take this division, you can't script, the setup any other way right now. You can't, and it's gonna be lovely going forward. All right.
Dan Quinn might try to put the spotlight on OZ this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He been
Yeah.
balling lately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, 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 and yep, King Richard, yep, and yep, and yep. You know,
Yes,
um,
sir. Yeah, we do owe him a can of whoop ass.
yes, yes, that there we most certainly do. We do, we do. Um, and I would say this. Um, this disrespectful dialogue. Um, to to not recognize the defensive momentum and 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 and, and, as well as recognizing the composure and command of the offense that this young man had on yesterday. No, he didn't throw for a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? But he helped orchestrate and lead this offense into scoring situations where we were able to capitalize. That's playing
Hmm.
quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. That's playing quarterback. You
And their
you
running game helped that a lot.
Yup, yup. Bijon put a lot of mustard on that game on yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of mustard.
And
You know what I'm
Azure
saying?
with the cleanup. He did his
Yep,
thing too.
yep. And Ghost Peppers, it's not all Pitt's fault, but the fact is, it's not working out here. It's just not. This is business, in my opinion. Get what you can get for him and wish him well. Eh, I'm see, all I will say is with that, people are gonna have their opinions, you know, especially the fantasy football community, especially these short-minded folk. This is not what a number four pick in the draft is supposed to do or be like. Eh, eh, everybody's entitled to their opinion and their observation and what they think they see or don't. And I'm gonna leave that where it is as far as what I'm saying, Kyle Pitts is concerned. We've gone over it, and we pointed out the game within the game and what he's doing, what I'm saying, when he's out of if you looked at when we put him at the X all four times on yesterday, and when he ran his route, he took two defenders, sometimes three with him, which led to other guys being open. But nobody's talking about that though. But it is what it is. You know, we're gonna wrap this thing up. Mucho, give everybody your final thoughts on this morning.
Well, like I said, we're 8-7 now. The curse has finally been broken after 6 long years. Um, we're good to see Michael Penix first start. Playing some good ball. Um, hope to see him get a touchdown this game, however he gets it, whether it's just a running touchdown or a passing touchdown. Heck, he can get both of them. Defense, keep it going. Special teams, keep it going. Yeah, Falcons, keep it going. And
Oh,
yeah, let's
yeah.
huh?
Shout out to the field goal kicker coming in. He was one of two. You know what I'm saying on yesterday. Uh, coming in into a very high intense situation. Um, the backing up cool. He shout out to him standing in and help being part of this win as well.
That part. Who was kicking off?
Pinion was doing the kickoffs and the
Who
punts,
was doing the kickoff? Okay.
and Patterson on the field goals. You know, um, and with that note,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen, hey
Hmm.
man, it's Victory Monday, as Auntie like to say. Um, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep it A. You got to keep it dirty. You most notably got to keep it, what I'm saying, real with yourself. Let your next move be your best move. You know, it's a little chilly out there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Wrap up and, you know, just jumping
Wrap
off
it
this
up.
Monday. So everybody, you know what I'm saying, paying attention, stay tuned for Mad Mike in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Jump this Monday off as well. And for my big homie over here, Mucho Grande, it's your boy OG Big Sam, aka Mr. White. And we out, y'all.
Happy holidays.